Simply one of the greatest switch hitters in the history of baseball, Chipper Jones, a lifetime 300 hitter, making his last appearance at Petco Park, San Diego. He leads the Atlanta Braves in for a 3-game series. They're battling the Nationals in the NL East, and they currently have the best record going for the wild card spot in the upcoming playoffs. It's the Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres at Petco Park in downtown San Diego. And good evening, everyone. Along with Mark Grant, Dick Henberg, pleased that you're with us. The Braves, of course, they're looking to the playoffs. The Padres are seeking their 8th consecutive win, their longest winning streak of the season.
They're playing great baseball. Everything's clicking. All cylinders are a go right now. Defense, offense, and pitching as well. And the Padres tonight, number 15, starting pitching for the Padres by the name of Casey Kelly. It's going to be fun to watch.
That's right. Along with Chipper Jones making his last appearance in San Diego, Casey Kelly makes his first appearance as a Major League pitcher. He was a primary acquisition in that Adrian Gonzalez trade with the Boston Red Sox.
So he's looking for his first victory. Wouldn't it be apropos for the young 22-year-old right-hander to get his first victory in a big league uniform of the San Diego Padres? And as I just mentioned, Dick, with the way the Padres are playing right now, offensively and defensively, this is a great opportunity for Casey Kelly to pound strikes, keep the ball in the ball yard. Hey, what a treat also. Going against a future Hall of Famer, Chipper Jones. That's going to be a test for the 22-year-old.
That might happen in the very first inning, so stay tuned. Meanwhile, in tune is Carlos Quentin. He's in the midst of an 8-game hitting streak, and he and Chase Headley have really been the foundation of this offense.
Absolutely, because Carlos Quentin is so hot swinging the bat, the other hitters around him are hot as well. Therefore, you cannot pitch around Carlos Quentin. A .357 average, the last 8 games. He's putting the ball out of the ballpark, making everybody look good, and hitters in front of him and in the back of him getting some good hits, RBI opportunities when he is on base for those hitters as well.
And while Paul Maholm, the starter for Atlanta, shackled the Padre offense in Atlanta, he didn't take care of Carlos Quentin. 2 for 2, single, a double, and hit by a pitch from Maholm. That's common practice, isn't it, this year? 8 in a row. Can the Padres make it their longest winning streak? If they do, they'll have to stop number 10, Chipper Jones, upcoming Hall of Famer, Atlanta Braves. Well, that heart must be pumping hard up between the R, E, and S on the front of his uniform as Casey Kelly, age 22. His first major league pitch is just outside ball one. 6'3" and 195. Only 2 starts at Tucson. In fact, pitched only in 8 games the entire year because of an elbow injury. Has not won a game. He's 0-2. The ERA of 3.35. But get this, folks, in those brief 8 games in the minors, 39 strikeouts, 3 walks. That tells you something about him.
He's a strike thrower. He pounds the zone. That's part of the scouting report.
Michael Bourne having a terrific year. Swings through that one. 94 on the radar.
Oh, I like what I see already. The delivery over the top of the head. Pivots over that rubber nicely. Good high leg kick and comes right at you.
Number 1 draft pick of the Red Sox 4 years ago. Check swing grounder to third. Headley across. 1 away. Keep Michael Bourne off the bases. The key to victory. Well, here are the lineup for the Atlanta Braves. Bourne, Prado, and Hayward the first 3. Chipper Jones in the cleanup spot. Freddie Freeman. Then Brian McCann, 2 tough left-handed hitters with power. And then the right-handed power of Dan Uggla. Paul Janisch, the first soft spot in the order. At least he's not expected to hit. And Paul Maholm, not a bad hitter himself, has a home run this year for Freddie Gonzalez, the skipper of the Atlanta Braves. Second up is left fielder Martin Prado. You have to kind of check where Prado is in the lineup. In fact, the initial lineup had 2 second basemen for the Braves. Prado was one of them and Dan Uggla the other, because Prado has been all over the place. In the last 4 games, he's played left field, shortstop, third base, and then yesterday second base. Tough out, professional hitter is Martin Prado. Checks in at 295. .93 on that tailing fastball.
Yeah, a little 2-seam fastball from Casey Kelly. He's got a power sinker. He uses both sides of the plate. Occasionally, he will throw a 4-seam fastball. Power curveball from Casey, and a changeup, his third best pitch.
Fouls that away, does Prado, and it's 2-2.
I love the delivery. Straight back. Look at that. Hands over the head. Shoot, rock, fire. Showing the name and number. Coming right at you, kid.
It is classic,
love
isn't it?
Yep. I love the tempo as well.
Well, exciting for Kelly, his first major league start. It would have been sooner perhaps, but after a couple of games in Tucson early in the season, came up with elbow problems, so he was out for 3 months. He's completed a handful of rehab assignments and now into the big leagues. Chopped by the mound. That's a tough play. Bare hand, Cabrera. Not in. Yes, he did get him. Oh my, Cabrera continues to dazzle at shortstop. How about that play yesterday?
Nothing gets by Everett Cabrera at shortstop. To his right, to his left, coming in, firing a strike. Yeah, they may have gotten a call there, but you know what that is? That's a big league hang with them.
A look at the Padres defense brought to you by Mazda with Quentin, Maben, and Denorfia in the outfield. Headley and Cabrera, Forsythe and Guzman at first tonight. Yasmani Grandal behind the plate for Casey Kelly. We'll show you that play yesterday in Arizona. Again, you'll be seeing it all season long. Darren Balsley, the pitching coach, talking with him before the game, said in his long time in this game, he's never seen a better play. And maybe some will say a better player than Jason Hayward, who wraps that one into the right field corner and coasts into second base with a stand-up double. So Kelly's given up his first hit to Jason Hayward, who's been on quite a streak on this 7-game road trip, hitting .393 and a hit first time up tonight.
Oh, what a great looking swing from Hayward. He goes down and gets it inside. His 24th double of the year.
Not a bad pitch.
No.
And here's Chipper Jones. He indeed will be the opposition to young Kelly in this first inning. Chipper at .305, hitting over .300 right-handed, over .300 left-handed. He's such a consistent hitter, both sides of the plate, and has been his entire career. A lot of Atlanta fans here and Padre fans to cheer Jones's 20-year career. Takes a strike. He had a couple of home runs last time we saw him in Atlanta on Chipper Jones bobblehead night. Clubbed a couple. playing a somewhat limited duty, yet has 13 homers, 54 runs batted in. Off speed. Well, 90 being off speed, it looked almost like a curveball coming in there.
It did. It had a little funky action on it. Catching the inside corner for a called strike.
Hayward at second, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Did he go? No, says third base umpire Marty Foster. This might be interesting to see again.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I think he went. Absolutely.
I do too. But he's earned those check swings. A rookie doesn't necessarily get that call. 1-2. Misses inside. .304 lifetime, 2,705 hits, 467 of them home runs, over 1,600 RBIs. He's in the top 35 in almost all those categories, all time. Line to Headley, a soft liner as Kelly got in on Jones, and Chipper chipped one to the third baseman. Nothing for the Braves in the first. Good defense. The Padre defense continues to take away hits. Here come the Padres, bottom of the first inning, and here is Bud Black's lineup for tonight against Paul Maholm. Denorfia, Forsythe, the right-handed batters in the lineup. Headley switches around to the right side. Quinton, Grandal hits from the right side, the switch hitting catcher. Then Guzman at first base. Maben, Cabrera, another switch hitter. So the entire lineup batting right-handed against the southpaw, Paul Maholm. He's 1-4 against San Diego. You wouldn't know that the way he pitched about 10 days ago. He went 7 innings, allowed 1 run.
He's having a good year. Paul Maholm sports the fastball, slider, change in the curve. He's given up 17 home runs this year. He's getting hurt on the cutter sometimes, and also that slider of his that kind of is flat. See how the Padre hitters attack that breaking ball tonight.
Forsythe got the 1-run homering off Maholm in Atlanta. Denorfia takes ball 1. One thing about Denorfia, he loves hitting against left-handed pitching. That's in there. Now Maholm is 2 different pitchers depending on whether he's at Turner Field in Atlanta or on the road. He's 7-3 at home, 2.64 ERA, and on the road 4-5, 4.53 ERA, almost 2 runs higher. Against left-handed pitching, Denorfia at 3.24 this year. Nice convenient one-hopper to Chipper Jones. 1 away. Defense for Atlanta reads this way. Prado in left, Bourne in center. Hayward the right fielder. Jones, Yanish, Ugla, and Freeman on the infield. Brian McCann, the all-star catcher behind the plate for Mahalam. Chipper Jones. Nice little ceremony before the game tonight as the Padres management and Padres fans paid tribute to his tremendous career. Here's Forsythe. 3 home runs, 1 against Mahalam. Turns that one over for a strike. Logan, part of the young middle infield. 2 25-year-olds and the 23-year-old Amarista. 1-1.
Dick, it's an interesting point. You mentioned all righties up tonight with the switch hitters in the lineup. And this year versus Mahalam, lefties hitting 281, righties hitting 234.
So it's just the
Go
reverse.
Figure, huh?
Yeah. Soft pop up. Easy chance for second baseman Ugla. Oh, not so easy. Played that into a hard reach behind him catch. Well, let's go back to the pregame ceremonies, and the Padres saluting Chipper Jones with a San Diego surfboard. Trevor Hoffman making the presentation, and the fans gave Jones a hearty standing ovation. Good on you, San Diego. You know, a good ball player, a great ball player, and unexpected Jones with a big smile. Now, how do I put this in my suitcase?
Yeah. How's that going to get on the charter back to Atlanta?
Ground ball toward the hole, cut off by the third baseman, and Chipper throws him out. Good play, can still range. 1, 2, 3, the story for Mahalam. And Jones making his leather count early.
You guys already. I think one of the most important things is that I think we're really starting to play well as a team. You know, the hitters and fielders are doing their job. Starting pitching, the bullpen are doing their job, and when you put all those things together at once, that makes a baseball team. And right now, I think we're playing really well as a solid baseball team, and as just a team in general.
Luke Gregerson talking about the Padres' 7-game win streak, and Luke Gregerson a big part of that, especially in relief recently with all the injuries to the bullpen. Send it back upstairs. Dick Enberg and Mark Grant, guys.
All right, Layla. Top of the second, and Kelly's first pitch in for a strike against Freddie Freeman. Freeman leading the team in RBIs with 82. 18 home runs. Only 22 years of age, so a 22-year-old on the mound for the Padres. Kelly against the Braves, 22-year-old first base star. Did he check? Yes. 2-1 the count. Freeman, then Brian McCann, 2 left-handed hitters, then Dan Ugla here in the second. Out of play. Freeman's mother died when he was young, and his dad also, Fred, was very concerned about the emotional health of his young son, as you might imagine. in the dirt. And so he would take a break at work every day, come home during the summer, take his son out to a park and throw him batting practice.
That's a good papa right there.
You bet. Full count. And a leadoff walk. That's a rarity for Kelly, as we told you. Walked only 3 men in 8 minor league starts.
He's a strike thrower. Darren Balsley talked about him before the game. On the left there, the pitching coach for the Padres.
Brian McCann. His average low, 236, but he hits with power, 18 home runs. Lineup loaded with power, including the leadoff man Bourne, who has 9. Strike.
Good movement on the two-seamer. Now, Casey Kelly being 6'3", 195, he's got that big leg kick. Let's see how quick he is to the plate with a runner on first base.
Freeman not a base stealer. Had plenty of life. 0-2 to McCann.
Good McCann. Good McCann. Good command to McCann.
Say it 5 times quick.
Yeah.
You can bet that dugout analyzing Kelly. Chipper Jones leading the way. Each batter will come back and say to his teammates, well, here's what I saw. Look for this.
Well, you know, it wasn't the best hack from Chipper, that little looper to third base. I'm sure he's giving everybody the scouting report what he saw, so he can be ready his next at bat.
Center field, right at Maben. That was a clothesline from home plate out to center field. 1 away. Brings up Dan Uggla.
Yeah, I think one of the other things Casey Kelly's going to realize pitching at the big league level is we've talked about the defense, especially the last road trip. You know, pound the strike zone, and you've got Cabrera at shortstop. You know, Forsythe is playing second base tonight. Chase Headley at third. Make him put the ball on the ground.
Uggla, good double play man. Ground ball by shortstop Cabrera into center field, and pulling up at second is Freeman on the base hit by Uggla. So 2 on with 1 away to the shortstop Paul Janisch.
It looks like they had Uggla on the pull side a little bit. Cabrera inching a little bit towards the third base side, maybe the 5.5 hole. And off the bat, you might have thought 2, but he punches it through the center of the diamond for a base hit.
Janisch, the former Cincinnati Red, has fortified the inner defense of the Atlanta Braves. Has made only 1 error this year since the All-Star break. One of the leading fielding shortstops in the National League. Got a couple of key hits against the Padres in the 4-game series in Atlanta, where the Braves took 3 out of 4.
Oh, big gap in left center you see right there. Well, the Braves, or the Padres rather, playing defensively, saying that Janisch cannot catch up to the fastball of Kelly. He's going to be a little late on it, and if he hits it in the air, pushing it to the right side of the outfield.
Janisch, one of the many major leaguers out of a collegiate program. He played in Houston for the Owls of Rice. Pitched a little bit for Rice University as well. They claim he has a fastball at 94.
Huh.
Shows that arm at shortstop now. There's a diving fastball.
Good sinker. Seems like that's his go-to pitch. Both sides of the plate. Into righties. Into lefties.
Infield back looking for 2. Squeeze towards second. Curveball in there. He knew it. First strikeout in the big leagues for Casey Kelly.
Well, he threw it earlier in the ball game in the first inning. Got a foul ball on one. In the dirt for a couple other ones, but great frame job there down the middle. Freezes Janisch. Now 2 outs here. Good looking curveball, Casey Kelly.
Brings up the pitcher, Paul Mulholland. Has 3 hits this year, one of them a home run.
Well, the adrenaline's got to be calming down a little bit.
Yeah, he should feel right at home now.
Because in the first inning, he touched 95 a couple times. That last 2-seamer was 91.
See, career, Mulholland a couple of homers. High fly ball to center. Maben eases back and squeezes the third out. A hit and a walk, but the Braves come up empty. And Casey Kelly can talk about his first strikeout in the big leagues. That's Padres Baseball, brought to you by AT&T, the largest 4G network, AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Petco, where the healthy pets go. Look closely and you can see Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin's footprints. Neil Armstrong passing away this week. We all remember that day or night when the word came that American men had landed on the moon. Carlos Quentin, then Yasmani Grandal and Jesus Guzman to bat for the Padres in the second against Paul Mulholland. Quentin, career-wise, 3 for 3 against the Atlanta left-hander. He was 2 for 2 in the game against the Braves 11 nights ago. A single and a double, and he was also plunked by Mulholland. Quentin trying to catch up in the home run category with a hit by pitch. He's got 14 homers, 16 times he's been hit. 2-0.
Yeah, the pitchers try to bury that pitch inside so they can get that outside part of the plate and make their living out there. And he's not going to give up any ground. Carlos Quentin's going to be up on that plate and go to hacking.
Young Kelly looking relaxed in the dugout after 2 innings. 81.
Backdoor slider from Mulholland.
8-game hitting streak for Quentin. 2 home runs in the 8 games. Game 2 tomorrow night, 6 o'clock for Padres Live here on Fox Sports San Diego. Andrew Werner will go for his second Padre win against Chris Medlin. We saw how good Medlin was in Atlanta. He's 5-1 with an ERA under 2. That was close. Full count to Quinton.
Good recognition on that changeup from Mulholland. Quinton's not biting.
Too low, ball 4. The leadoff man on, and the Padres have their first base runner. Well, on September 9th, the regular season begins with a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader. Robert Griffin III and the Redskins will take on Drew Brees and the Saints, or Michael Vick. The Eagles will play the Browns, Falcons and Chiefs, Rams and Lions. Then in America's Game of the Week, the 49ers battle Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, or you'll see the Seahawks and Cardinals or Panthers against the Buccaneers. Coverage begins Sunday, September 9th. With a Built Ford Tough Fox NFL pregame show at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Check local listings for the games in your area. Grandal hitting 300 as a right-handed batter. And he falls behind quickly, 2 strikes.
Looks like Mulholland will also change his arm angle as well. Kind of a high 3/4 arm slot. That one he dropped down a little bit. He's a crafty left-hander.
Aren't they all?
Yeah. Except for maybe Randy Johnson. As he got older, though, Randy Johnson had to learn how to pitch a little bit. Threw more off-speed stuff and had to locate his fastball.
But the face on that book, crafty left-hander, Randy Jones.
Oh, no question. Absolutely.
Yeah, but a lot of the left-handers, like Warren Spahn, as he aged, he became, not just a hard thrower. He learned how to pitch, take speed off. Wily approach.
Tommy John was that way.
Yeah.
He threw hard and then he
Frank
had surgery.
Tanana went over 200 games, hard throwing as a kid. Later got guys out with 80-mile-an-hour stuff. 1-2. Grandal hasn't seen a fastball yet.
Well, the Braves wearing the dark hats on the road. So Mulholland's got a little bit of rosin on that lid of his after going to the rosin bag and then adjusting the cap.
That ball drilled into the left field corner. How far will it go? All the way. Touch 'em all. Yes, money, Grandal. The Padres jump in front 2-0. Grandal makes the Grand Tour for the 6th time this year.
From Mulholland. It looks like it's a cutter, a slider. And that's been one of the pitches I mentioned earlier. 17 home runs this year, now making 18. And a lot of them have been on the cutter and the slider, just kind of rolling up there. And Grandal made him pay on that one.
Been a bit of a home run drought for Grandal after his impressive debut. That was just a line drive. It just did not stop until it crashed against the Western Metal Supply Company building. Here's Jesus Guzman in the starting lineup tonight at first base. Takes strike 1. Good at bat. He fell behind 2 strikes. Worked the count to 2-2. And drilled something he favored rather nicely. 2 strikes on Guzman. Well, there's been a common denominator in this nice week of winning for the San Diego Padres. And that is they have scored first in all 7 games and scored in the first inning in 6 of the 7. And the other time in the second inning. Here they've scored in the second inning tonight.
Yeah, that's a good key. That's a good point. Scoring early and throwing up a crooked number. You betcha.
1-2 to Guzman. Ball skips away.
Or if they can pad that lead for Casey Kelly. Talked to Darren Balsley, the pitching coach of the Padres, before the game. And he said, he's probably good for about 90 pitches tonight. So hopefully he can get, 6 if he's economical into the 7th inning.
385 feet, the measure on the home run. But if the building hadn't been there, that'd have been well over 400. Still no one out here in the bottom of the 2nd. A walk to Quinton pays off. Grandal brings him in on the home run. And Guzman from 2 strikes down pushes the count to 3-2. Like Denorfia, Guzman outstanding against left-handed pitching. Ground ball into right field, base hit. Sharply struck. Guzman goes the other way for the Padres' second hit.
And as you mentioned, Dick, he pads that average against left-handed pitching. 302 before that knock to right field. But it sure has a nice ring to it. Padres scoring 2 in this inning. The home run by Grandal, and still nobody out. We witnessed that a couple times in Arizona. In a handful of innings. Yeah, that'll put a smile on any Friar faithful's face.
That's your favorite, isn't it?
That's one of them. Yeah, love the brown. I'm down on the brown.
Cameron Maben. He's raised his average up to 229. Much more compact, rhythmic swing. And Maben now carries his stolen base total on his back, 24.
Oh yeah, love that combo.
What the hairdo with the hat?
Oh, I admire a hairdo. I mean, come on. Anybody who's got salad, yeah, that guy. Yeah, I'll take that.
1-1 to Cameron. Chop to third. Jones will go the short way to get Guzman, and Maben safe on the fielder's choice. 1 out to Everth Cabrera. Time now for the Farmers Insurance Report Card. National League leaders, best winning percentage in August. The Nationals and the Padres and the Cardinals. Look at how well August has treated the home team. And in fact, the Padres 40-30 going all the way back to early June. That's the best in the National League West.
And keys for next year as we approach September, obviously. Still a month to play, but health. And continue putting up those numbers once April 1st or whenever opening day is next year. Right out of the gate, right?
Well, you remember in 2009, the Padres had that terrific second half of the season, much like this year. And then 2010 went all the way to the final game before they were eliminated from the playoffs by the team that won the World Series, the Giants. Maybe this is a portent of future success. Well, with 24 steals, you can't blame Mahalam for checking over there on Maben. Pitcher Casey Kelly on deck, a good hitter, although he hasn't had the chance to show it in the minor leagues because they use the DH. Because Kelly was drafted as a shortstop by the Red Sox and pitcher, shortstop / pitcher. And didn't hit that well in his first year in the minors, and they liked his arm, so they said, young man, you are now a pitcher in our organization.
Sounds like another former Padre, Trevor Hoffman, drafted as a shortstop by the Cincinnati Reds.
Well, the way Cabrera threw that ball in Arizona from off balance submarine, maybe if they needed an emergency pitcher, they had to sign up Cabrera. 1-0 to Maben, or rather Cabrera. Maben at first base.
We mentioned it. Mahalam now has surrendered 18 home runs this year. Of those 18, 15 have been served up to right-handed hitters.
So he has better luck in holding left-handed hitters down and home runs. The right-handers, rather the right-handers are getting less of a batting average, but they're hitting the home runs.
Correct. Yeah.
So Bud Black figuring that. And of course, Quentin belonged in that starting lineup regardless. So 2-1 the count. Nice to see Bud Black wear some smiles, huh?
Yes, keep it going.
Yeah. He was out there throwing BP tonight. Broad grin on his face. That's in there, says Tim Timmons, the plate umpire. You see the rosin bag dust on the left side of his ball cap. As it's fidgety, he'll take his left hand up there after using the bag. Well, the fact that the pitcher's on deck alters the strategy in this situation as to whether or not you're going to send Maben, but 2-2 he might be going. Stay out of the double play. No. And another foul. Boy, Cabrera's become the foul ball king, hasn't he?
He certainly has. Helping out the guys on deck, in the dugout, wearing out that pitcher.
I think he's building his confidence. We forget because he's been around for a while. He's just 25. Well, he certainly has been brilliant in the field. Outside and the full count.
Well, he did a fine job this road trip also in Arizona, being patient with the plane, taking some walks. Back on Saturday in Arizona, 2 walks. He scored a run.
Line to right field, slicing away from Hayward, and he makes a running catch. Going to be close at first base. And Maben just, oh, he's called out. What? Oh my, that's got to bring Black out of the dugout. He called him out, Vic Carapazza, before the ball got there. Bud Black says, what? Well, the argument will continue. We'll replay it later. Meanwhile, Yasmani Grandal is giving the Padres a 2-0 lead. The executive director of the After School All-Stars received from Henry Ford, Fox Sports San Diego senior vice president and GM, a nice little check for $50,000 for the After School All-Stars, and congratulations to you and to your charity.
Nice job. You do a great job.
Thank you.
Making it very important for a lot of kids here.
Yeah, it's been a great night. We're happy to have Fox Sports as a partner.
How many kids in attendance, Tyree?
Tonight we have probably about 7 kids here with us tonight.
And just basically, could you explain to our audience what are the basic principles of the charity, what you aim to provide?
Sure, we provide free after-school programs to underserved kids in San Diego. And so we're in about 17 schools, 4 different districts. We serve about 3,000 kids on a daily basis, and they receive a comprehensive after-school program, which means they get an hour of sports and physical fitness, an hour of academics, and an hour of enrichments.
That's terrific.
So it's a wide range of things. But the one thing that I wanted to talk about is just the sports, because to me, being a sports fan, boys and girls alike, sports is a hook. get them interested in doing something after school.
Yeah, absolutely. For a lot of our students, that's the reason that they show up after school, is so that they can have access to sports and physical fitness programs, basketball, baseball, flag football, soccer, you name it.
You're trying to help them to find some love in education and athletics and your other programs.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if the sports gets them through the door and keeps them safe and off the streets, then that's what we are happy to provide.
And then how can people get involved?
There's many ways you can get involved. Obviously, donating, showing up, volunteering your time. You can visit our website at sdafterschoolallstars.org. Send us an email. We're happy to find a way. Any way that you can want to get involved, we're happy to find a place for you.
Michael Bourne has led off the third inning with a base hit. Here's Prado as the Padres trying to protect that 2-0 lead here in the third. Here is the information for you. Contribute $10. Text graduate to 2222, or for other information, SDA or SD After School Allstars.org. And that's not just to donate some financial support. How about volunteer support? People that want to come in and help out.
Yeah, absolutely. We will always take volunteers. We've got Saturday sports leagues and enrichments, all the like.
And how many schools in San Diego, Tyree, is this associated with?
We're in 17 schools.
All throughout the county, or mostly in the city?
We're in 17 schools all throughout the county. We are in the city of San Diego, National City, Imperial Beach. So we kind of hit a couple cities.
Have you been a long-time San Diegan?
Yeah, I've been here for about 15 years. San Diego State alumna.
San Diego State?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go Aztecs.
That's right. Go Aztecs. We've got some San Diego State folks here with us today, kind of celebrating the partnership and, helping to have a good night.
I think people really don't realize, Tyree, how many kids come home from school and don't have a mom or dad there, right?
Yeah.
Because this day and age, a lot of families have mom and dad working full time.
Yeah.
Or single family.
Right.
Exactly. There's so many students that come home. Almost 15 million kids nationally who come home every day in the U.S. without someone there to kind of monitor them and keep them out of trouble.
And I think as a parent of 6, we always felt that half hour when a child comes home from school may be the most important half hour of parenting that you have, because if there's any problems, anything on their mind, that's the time they're going to tell you. If more time goes on, they say, oh, I don't want to bother mom and dad, or bother grandmother, or bother whomever.
Yeah, if you talk to law enforcement officials, they'll tell you that crime spikes at 3 o'clock when students get out of school.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there's a lot of petty theft, vandalism. That's when students get involved in high-risk behavior, like drugs and, alcohol, gangs, things like that.
And I understand Fox Sports San Diego is also going to air some shows and talk about the After School All-Stars, a weekly show.
Runner goes 3-2, and it's fouled away.
Yeah, absolutely. We put together a nice vignette that aired this evening, and I think they're going to, they'll be a great partner for us, moving forward and kind of airing the exciting things that we're doing in our community.
Now we got to work out a way that more of those kids and yourself can come out to more Padre games.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that'd be great. Maybe we can get them up here to check you guys out.
Hey, they could do a half inning of what I do. I'm sure a lot of people out there would dig that.
Hey, Michael, let them do the postgame show.
That's right.
3-2. Martin Prado, runner goes, line drive, caught by Forsythe, a double play. Turnabout is fair play. Atlanta with a double play off the line drive to end the second inning for the Padres.
And Logan Forsythe can just take his sweet old time. And Casey Kelly off the bat thinking, oh no, maybe a first and third situation, but no. Great defense, perfectly placed. The line drive finds the Padres second baseman.
So young Casey Kelly says, this is kind of fun up here. Those are nice gloves behind me. Had the atom ball working. And here's Jason Hayward doubled into the right field corner. First time up, and watch out for him in this 7-game road trip. He's hit 4 home runs.
You a baseball fan, Tyree?
Absolutely. Go Padres.
Trevor Hoffman there for the presentation to Chipper Jones before. You were down on the field as well. Did you get to meet Trevor Hoffman?
I did not get to meet Trevor. Will Venable spent quite a bit of time, though, out with the kids, and we came to batting practice the other day. And the kids got to go in the batting cage, and he spent about 45 minutes talking to him about, kind of his goals and how he got to where he is. So the Padres and Fox Sports have been very generous to us. And
they have been and will continue to be. We're very proud of the Padre Association with that. It swings in the dirt. Grandal has to hustle after it and or towards the putout at first base. So Tyree Dillingham and your terrific efforts in our city and county, congratulations. Continue the good work.
Thank
Tyree,
you so
thanks
much.
for everything. Thanks for all you do.
All right. Go Padres, go kids.
That's right.
Now I'm joined by Cadence Jackson. Cadence is part of the After School All-Stars. And Cadence, how has it helped you, especially in your studies being at Pacific Beach Middle School?
It's helped me with my grades more than anything else, because before I was in After School All-Stars, I was just roaming the streets, not doing any good things. And my counselors, when I joined After School All-Stars, my counselors helped me, like they were role models for me, and I got my grades up from C's and B's to A's and B's, and it's just benefited me in every way.
That's fantastic. Anytime you have an A-B report card, what do you like the most about it?
The enrichment classes, because they allow you to do anything from like cooking to sports to just helping out with your athletics and community service. It's just awesome.
You've even gotten to cook some. What have you cooked?
We've cooked pizza, enchiladas, tacos, things like that. Very good.
And other than grades and just, it sounds like simple, great life skills to know, how has it helped you the most?
Activities, it sounds like. Yeah, just the activities make everything more fun. Like if I wasn't at the program, I don't know what I'd be doing, probably something bad that I got influenced to do. And just the activities make it all better and fun for me to go, and it's just a great thing for me.
Well, and it sounds like you've gotten some great training from A's and B's to enchiladas, and it sounds like some fun too. Cadence, thanks so much. Good luck next year. An 8th grader at Pacific Beach Middle School. We wish him the best. Thanks so much, Cadence. Guys, back to you.
All right, Layla. Chipper Jones takes care of Denorfia, 2 away here in the 3rd.
Tell you what, that's a great testimony by Cadence that just, I mean, he said it himself, right?
Cadence is marching to the right beat.
That's a perfect way to put it. And we wish him nothing but the best, like the rest of those kids. Nice job, Layla.
Give them a chance, and they come through.
Yep.
Give them no chance. Yeah, what are they going to do?
Right.
Where's the guidance? Where's the help? Where's the love? 2 outs to Logan Forsythe. Popped to second. First time. Limited schedule on this Monday night in the National League. The Dodgers are in Colorado, where they trail the Rockies 3-0 in the 7th. 0-2.
Hey, we've seen some strange stuff in this game of baseball, haven't we? Seriously. I mean, it's the end of August. Team hits a slide. Team gets hot. Team gets good pitching. Team gets timely hitting.
Gets a break.
Yep.
We've seen enough of it through the years, and it's true of all sport. How winning perpetuates winning. It's a big circle, and it just gets better. It makes the fielding better, hitting's better, pitching's better, breaks go for you, and then you get one of those losing circles, and it can't get out of it.
That's right. And the phrase you always hear when teams are going badly is "Here we go again." If something goes badly, and that's the last thing you want to hear.
And when you're winning, you say, "Let's go again." Ground ball sharply into left field as Forsythe singles. That's the Padres' third hit. With 2 outs, brings up Chase Headley.
I just love the way Logan Forsythe turns on an inside fastball or a breaking ball, the inside part of the plate. Good short stroke by the Padres' second baseman.
Well, Mr. August is at the 319 mark this month. 10 home runs, 28 RBIs. Fantastic month. This one is going to go to Yanish, who gets the force on Forsythe. Hitting over. We've completed 3 at Petco, and the Padres lead it 2-0. To lead it off for the Atlanta Braves, the muscle middle of the lineup. Great switch hitters: Mickey Mantle, Pete Rose, Eddie Murray, Chipper Jones belongs in that company.
You know what's unbelievable is that Chipper Jones calling it quits after this year. This guy's going to retire probably this year, Dick. Hitting over 300, right?
If he were a free agent at 40-something, I mean, they'd be all over his telephone or internet address. Lined out softly to third baseman Headley the first time and takes a strike.
And what was that? 467 home runs. You might think, do I try for 500? Well, it's just time to shut it down, I guess. The body will tell you.
Knees and back.
Yeah. 1,615 RBIs, more than Mantle, more than Rose.
Over 2,700 base hits. Among switch hitters, he's number 6 in total hits. Rose, Murray, Frankie Frisch, Vizquel, and Roberto Alomar in front of him.
And Casey Kelly is pitching to him quite nicely tonight. That's a nasty changeup from the young right-hander.
Okay, here's a big test. Kelly early getting to pitch against a future Hall of Famer. Could he strike him out? This is inside.
Well, he threw a 2-1 changeup to go 2-2. He might throw a changeup here. Probably fastball away.
Lead off walk. So he's walked 2 men, and that's unusual for Kelly. They both have been the leadoff hitter.
Well, he ended up getting a walk, but the first time he lined out the third, first pitch fastball right there for a strike. He's about 91, 92-ish. Just trying to work it back and forth, back and forth. Here's the big pitch of the at-bat. 2-1 changeup. Made him look silly. And once again, changeup away, fastball up and in. So you can see what his thought process was there. Back and forth, in and out to Chipper Jones.
Curveball in for a strike. He's shown a good one. Freeman walked his first time. Infield back. Looking for a chance to turn 2.
Gap in right center against Kelly. That's that fastball away from Kelly that they're banking on Freeman putting it in the air the opposite way. Well, Mark Sweeney's down by the dugout. Marco, what do you think about the young 22-year-old?
No, he looks composed. That's the one thing that I always look at from younger guys, and he looks like he's very comfortable on the mound, and he shows definitely the composure and the confidence.
High fly ball. Quinton easing toward the line and left for the first out. Well, he has baseball genes throughout his 22-year-old body. His dad, a longtime professional baseball player, and continued after his career as a coach and manager. Is still managing, isn't he? In the minor leagues?
He's managing for the Cincinnati Reds rookie ball team in Billings, Montana, in the Pioneer League.
13 years pro career, and did make a major league debut in 1980. Did his father Pat with the Toronto Blue Jays. He's here tonight watching his son. How proud he must be.
There's Pat right there, and his son Chris to his right. He's right behind home plate, right above the catcher's mask.
Under the Y in Sony.
Yeah.
McCann way out in front. He lined sharply to center field. There's Dad and brother.
So all the stars are aligned tonight. Pat Kelly on the left, the manager for Billings, scheduled off day for the Mustangs of Billings, and it's his birthday.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
One strike the count on McCann. Pulled foul.
Pretty good seats to watch your son pitch in the big leagues in his debut, huh? Right behind the dish.
He better get a good seat. Well, Kelly was such a good, outstanding athlete, son Casey, in Saratoga High School in Florida, that Tennessee recruited him as a quarterback. And you know, if the Vols go after a quarterback, they don't recruit, they select. Lined into the corner, foul.
His dad Pat also managed in the Padres organization back in the 80s, 1988, 1989 in Wichita, AA club for the Pods back then. And in 1990, he was the manager of the Las Vegas Stars, the AAA affiliate of the Padres.
And his brother Chris there next to Dad. Minor league ball as well. Up high, 1-2 to McCann. 1 out. Chipper at first. Padres with a 2-0 lead, and Casey Kelly's major league debut. .60 pitches now for Kelly. Back to the mound. Good field. Good throw. A double play. Oh my. There's the athleticism. Handled that so effortlessly. Makes the clean glove work. Fires to second. A strike there, and Cabrera finishes the job. So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. And the question tonight is which two teams are tied for the longest winning streak, 10 games this season. In other words, the Padres with a 7-game winning streak. A couple of teams have won 10 in a row. Can you name the two or name even one of those two? Keen eye of Tony Gwynn, who flirted with 400. Might have gotten it except for that strike shortened season. Carlos Quentin led off the 2nd inning and walked and came home on Grandal's 2-run homer. And he hits this one a ton to deep left center. Will the ballpark hold it? Bourne says he's got it. He does. Oh my, that died out at the 401 sign. Oh, he got it all. Look at him. How did that not go up?
Will be interesting to talk to Carlos after the game to see if he got it all. The force field out left center field, hit it towards a 401 sign, just missed it.
Yasmani Grandal, he didn't hit it high in the air, he lined it, and he bounces this one up the middle. Second baseman Ugla, and there's 2 away. Well, the way Quentin threw the bat away, he usually gives it away. If he thought he hit a home run, he flips the bat.
You're absolutely right, because sometimes when he doesn't get one, Dick, he gets that look of disgust, like, you know, they can tell. I mean, if it's off the sweet spot just a little bit, they know that they didn't get it. But you're right, his body language said, hey, I might have gotten that one.
Yeah,
I got that one pretty good.
Yeah, the deepest part of the yard out there in left center. You could hear the dugout give him a hand as if to say, hey, it's okay, you got Petco on that one, but you'll get your share. Jesus Guzman singled to right field, his first at bat. Works the count to 2-0. Padres started so slowly, but then they kept building on the home run power.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
You buy that stock.
Yeah. Pork bellies. I knew it.
Going up. 2-1 the count. Brain trust there. Rick Renteria, Aaron Balsley behind Bud Black. And it's 3-1. Now you're happy for the fans that the Padres are playing so well. You're happy for the team, obviously, but you're really happy for those men in the dugout who have just worked so hard since March 15th. That's a strike, and had to go through that disappointing start. 19-40. 19-40 in April and May, and now they're 40-30 since June 10th. The best in the NL West in that period of time. Ground ball, foul.
You know, Dick and Mark, we can constantly talk about the players and how they're performing on the field. You have to tip your cap to the coaching staff and what they've done, really staying behind these players and being positive. That is very difficult to do. I've been on some losing teams, and that is very difficult to really have that backing, and they are constantly doing that with this staff.
And it's not just a false hustle by the coaching staff, fouled away. It's, you know, taking every moment that may not be a positive moment and using it to teach and educate, to get better. And the belief that Buddy has always shown since he's been the skipper here, he believes that it's going to be okay. And they're going to help make it that way.
And Mark Sweeney will know just as well as anybody, players feed off how the coaching staff reacts in certain situations. You know, if they're negative and kicking and scratching and throwing stuff. Oh, wow.
What was that? Guzman on his way to first base, and a couple of steps there, plate umpire Timmons punches him out. Here's the pitch. Hitting over.
Joining you from the social media night here with the Padres. And look, we even have shirts. This is the Padres Twitter handle, @Padres. And if you look on the back, pretty neat too. And there's about 60 people here. This is the event on Twitter that sold out in an hour. Some of my favorite social media followers here. These guys in the back I know pretty well. Gaslamp Ball, @Ghost of Rack. But a great event that some of the followers on Twitter actually got to participate in tonight. It was a web-only offer by the Padres. And guess what? We're all being social up here in the social media suite. So now let's get social with Dick Enberg and Mark Grant. Everybody having fun. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Layla. By count, there were 7 guys up there. And is that, the only, why only 7 guys with Layla?
I think there's more than that around here. Yeah, we've got a few down here. We've got a few over here. Tom Garfinkel, Randy Jones in the back. Corey Brock here from MLB.com as well.
Bees to honey.
These guys I know pretty well. Gaslamp Ball behind me. They're pretty popular as well. So.
Dan Ugla leads off the top of the 5th inning. A ball and a strike from Kelly. 2-1. So 63, 64 pitches now. What do you think, Mark Sweeney, the limit for Kelly tonight? Check swing. Easy chance. Guzman.
I think that Casey Kelly tonight, maybe around 90 pitches. If you're going to look at a pitch limit, that was number 65. And as we look at our Lexus keys to the game, 8 isn't enough. Talking about the winning streak. Well, they've got a 2-0 lead right here. Hopefully they can add on and hold those Braves. And Casey on the bump. We've talked about, Casey at the bat.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully in the Padre 9 tonight, there will be joy.
No Mudville.
In Mudville.
No Mudville.
No Mudville.
This is Padreville.
There you go. And hope Dad, Pat on the left, and brother Chris on the right see Casey rack up a W tonight.
Foul ball. Yanni struck out, took a 3rd strike his first time. Yeah, we're going to, before the night is through, we'll try to get Layla on the case, and I'm sure, she can get around this ball yard, the entire ballpark, faster than anyone I've seen, and she'll try to chat with the dad. Watch.
Nice.
Oh, what a breaking pitch.
Good hammer.
That's the one that struck out Giannis the last time. And another. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. 3rd strikeout for Casey Kelly. 2 outs.
Tough to hold back, Dick, when you throw that breaky ball for a strike, and you see he locates that one down out of the zone. Giannis, got to go.
Again, if you're just joining us, that's Casey Kelly's dad, Pat, longtime. Well, he's a lifer, baseball lifer. Player, manager, coach, still is. And his son was drafted the 30th overall 4 years ago by the Red Sox out of high school, Sarasota, Florida high school. And when the Padres made the deal with the Red Sox, sending Adrian Gonzalez to Beantown, this is the player that they cherish most, and the one the Red Sox reluctantly included in the deal. Of course, Anthony Rizzo was the other.
And you can see the tremendous upside that Casey Kelly possesses.
2 balls and a strike.
He's quick with his delivery, but yet he has that little pause, that little moment over the rubber where he stays balanced right there.
2 strikes, 2 balls on Mahalamu. Fly to center field his first time.
A pitcher can get quick with the delivery and his body gets out in front. Therefore, you're working uphill rather than downhill. He does a nice job of staying over that rubber for a split second and then exploding downhill towards home plate.
Fastball away. Still at 92. He hit 95 in the first inning. Doesn't want to walk the pitcher. And doesn't. Couple of strikeouts in the 5th, 4 in the game for Casey Kelly. He retires the Braves in order for the first time. We're at the halfway mark, and the Padres lead it 2-0. Casino. It's Road to Riches Venice. Win big at the all-new Sequan Casino. And by your San Diego County Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a luxurious Lexus automobile today. For more information, visit Lexus.com. Dave Winfield in the audience as we welcome you back to beautiful Petco Park. Bottom of the 5th inning, and the Padres with a 2-0 lead bring up the bottom 3 in the order. Cameron Maben, Everett Cabrera, and Casey Kelly. There was a meeting of baseball alumni, Major League alumni here at the ballpark earlier today. And Dave and Chipper Jones saying, I'll tell you what, you're going to like it in Cooperstown, Chipper. That's a great thing about this game, how the great ones seem to migrate to the other ones, don't they? I noticed that with you as we go around the league and how they all want to brush shoulders with you.
Sure.
Right, Mark Sweeney?
Oh, why wouldn't they want to brush shoulders with him?
With the way he dresses. Cameron Maben fouls that one away, and the count 1-2. Well, last night, you may have noted that in the game Colorado Springs at Tucson, Andrew Kashner started, went 3 innings, did not allow a run, only 2 hits, and struck out 4. So Kashner closer to coming back.
Yeah, that's great news.
Slow curveball is over but low.
I'll tell you what, I don't like to jump ahead, but once spring training 2013 approaches in Peoria, Arizona, it's going to be quite an audition, don't you think?
Whoa, they're going to be if everyone's healthy, and we all hope they are. Low again, 2-2, and or 3-2 now, and with Kelly now joining the big club, and the way the Padres, well, example Andrew Warner and Eric Stoltz, we're going to see the next 2 nights, and they'll be battling for a spot, as well as those coming off injuries. Ground ball sharply, but right at Yanish. Nice soft hands by that shortstop. 1 away. Well, tonight's broadcast is on AFM, the American Forces Network. Good to have you aboard again, broadcasting to the U.S. Armed Forces that are serving in 175 countries and aboard ships around the world. They're watching in Iraq, Germany, Italy, Southwest Asia, Japan, South Korea, and many other places. Far from San Diego, we welcome you all, and we root for you, and we thank you for your military service.
Hear, hear.
Everett Cabrera, line to right, turned into a double play when right fielder Hayward threw back to first base, and they got Maben. That ball hits Cabrera. So he's aboard with 1 out. That gives Kelly a chance to move him along. No, now they're saying that's a foul tip. Well, good try by Cabrera. And here's the play earlier. It didn't appear that Hayward got the ball there in time, but watch the slide of Maben. He didn't hit the bag. The left foot, see, is up, and now he hits the bag, and he's out. It was a good call by Vic Carapazza.
Absolutely.
1 strike now to Cabrera. 1-1. Well, Mahalam last year was 6-14. Pitching with Pittsburgh most of his career, 53-73 lifetime, but he's always had a good ERA. Just didn't get a lot of run support with the Pirates. Line to left field, but that's right at Prado. So Cabrera hitting in tough luck tonight. 2 line drives to right field and to left field for outs. But a good sign, he's making solid contact.
Nothing he could do there. It's good at bat, put a good swing on it.
Brings up Casey Kelly, struck out his first time. So Kelly will go at least, or try to go at least 6 innings. He's thrown 75 pitches. I don't know why. 49's a nice number. I've always liked 49.
Yeah. You know what? I was thinking the same thing when I saw Casey out before the game, had the Kelly on the bag. I said, that looks really cool. That's a good look.
Ground ball up the middle. He has his first major league hit. Casey Kelly. I better save that ball. Here it comes.
That ball was rifled through the center of the diamond. It looked like it went right between the legs of Paul Mahalam.
That's nice. Bud Black will put his fingerprints on the ball. Whoa, that goes through the wickets, didn't it?
Absolutely.
Look at Dad and brother. Very mindful of Tommy Lane's mom in Atlanta. Nothing better than that reaction. So, 2-out base hit by Kelly. He's in the books as a hitter. And here's DeNorfia. Twice he's grounded to third. Padres 2, Braves nothing here in the home half of the 5th inning. Toward the hole and through. DeNorfia, 324 lifetime hitter against southpaw pitching. He's 1 for 3 tonight. First and second. 2 outs to Logan Forsythe.
Well, DeNorfia just continuing, as you mentioned, Dick, to dominate left-handed pitching going into this game. 324. The old 2-hopper through the left side. And a little 2-out thunder here possibly for the Padres.
Logan Forsythe singled his last time through the same hole. Homered off Mahalam in Atlanta, hit the foul pole.
And believe me, Mahalam has that in the back of his mind. He's going to be very careful with Logan Forsythe. If he elects to throw pitches into Forsythe, he's going to probably throw a lot of balls inside, try to throw some breaking stuff away, soft stuff away this at bat.
Line to right, but slicing foul into the bullpen, and a good one-handed catch. I'll tell you what, our girls in left and right field guarding the lines, they've got to be the best in the National League.
Nice going, Catalina.
Hey, don't worry, you bullpen aces for Atlanta. I got it. I got it. No problems.
I don't think she realized she had it.
Line the other way, and an easier play made down the left field line, but clean.
Yeah, Nina made the nice play on the grounder, left field line. Catalina there making the snag on the line drive.
I think Forsythe is flirting with the ball girls, huh? Back-to-back pitches. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Got to watch those Arkansas Razorbacks.
Yeah.
You know. Line drive, base hit. A late break by Kelly, so he'll have to hold at third. So 3 singles have loaded the bases with 2 out. Forsythe, the first Padre, with a pair of hits, but just moving up 90 feet a hit.
Down and in. And we've seen Forsythe crush that pitch this year. Looks like pitching coach Roger McDowell out to have a chat with Paul Mahalam. And the Kellys are hoping that the Padres pad the lead here with 2 outs.
Meanwhile, Miguel Batista is getting ready in the Atlanta bullpen. He's just been recalled from their AAA team. Time now for the San Diego County Credit Union factoid of the game. All-time leaders, most home runs in this month of August. Ken Caminiti, 14 in 96. Colbert, 11. Phil Plantier in 93 had a big August. And Headley is tied with 3 others with 10 home runs this month, and he's got some games to go. Here's a chance to really give the Padres a big lead tonight. Headley has grounded out twice. Takes strike 1. Well placed on the outside corner. Carlos Quinton on deck. That's going to just make it to the first or second row. And there it goes. Freeman tumbling over that short barrier. That can be dangerous down there. Yeah, we've seen some injuries.
He hit that hard. Flash look.
It's such a short barrier. It clips you right at the knees.
Yeah, Dick and Mark talking about that. It really slopes down in the right field. It changes a different level. When it is knee level right there, it makes it very difficult to push your hands down. Because actually that pad on top is slick. So you put your hand and glove on to brace yourself. It slips off there too.
That's why when you go to your announced position, you always tiptoe in there, right?
I feel very cautious when I come in here.
2 strikes on Headley. Padre over every pillow. Another foul. Well, let's see. 2 strikes. He's seen 4 pitches. And he's got to see 3 more to get to the full count situation where he's so comfortable. Let's see if he makes it there. Kelly, Denorfia, and Forsythe aboard. All on singles. Fouls another. Just did clip that one. So if you count the fouls, it's 3 and 2.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
He's seen his 5 pitches. The man who sees as many pitches as anyone in the league. Big at bat for Headley and the Padres. In the dirt, blocked by McCann.
Well, guys, it's all about first, so let's see Casey Kelly's first run scored. Why not, right?
Well, hey, I'm right there with you.
He's 90 feet away.
Got to be aware of that breaking ball in the dirt with Mahalam ahead 1 and 2. Looks like a changeup here.
And he struck him out. Padres lead 3 after singles by Kelly, Denorfia, and Forsythe. And after 5, it's still 2-0, but Kelly with his arm and his bat in a major league debut.
You never had it so good.
Yasmani Grandal's line shot off the facing of the Western Metal Supply Company building is a 2-run homer, his 6th of the year, and that's the score. As Casey Kelly back to work after spending a few minutes on base with his single. Inspiring singles by Denorfia and Forsythe to load the bases, but Mahalam pitched out of it, striking out Headley. Michael Bourne, leadoff man, starts it in the 6th. Takes ball 1. Bourne a ground out and a single to center field. Kelly has allowed just 3 hits. Singles by Ugla and Bourne and a double by Hayward. 90 pitch mark seemed to be the number talked about in Kelly's debut here, and he has a strike there. 2-1. As has been documented, Michael Bourne and little activity in the Padre bullpen. 3-1. Grew up in Houston. Bourne's dad, the coach of his Little League and Pony League teams. His teammate Carl Crawford, now a Dodger. Full count.
Oh, big
Tommy
inning.
Lane is the left-hander. Nick Vincent the right-hander.
Yeah, big inning right here for Casey Kelly. If he can have a clean 6th inning.
Pops up Bourne. Center fielder Maben easing in.
Hey, college football is on Fox Sports San Diego all season long, starting Saturday. Beginning at noon, the ACC kicks off with the Richmond Spiders taking on the Virginia Cavaliers.
How'd you know that? You know those nicknames.
Yeah, college football lives here Saturdays on Fox Sports San Diego.
Did you play any football?
Freshman year of high school, but I was sick and tired of getting the you-know-what kicked out of me every day.
What position?
I was an outside linebacker. Oh, I could cover some ground now. Oh, yeah.
You mean running away from the play?
I was a good runner.
You're away from the play or to the play?
I stick that face mask right in there.
All right. Proud of you. Martin Prado. Good play made by Cabrera at shortstop to throw him out. Then he lined into a double play the last time. Tell you how long ago it was that I played high school football. We did not have face masks.
Really? Could you take your helmet and fold it up, put it in your back pocket?
Almost. Another high pop-up, back a second. Forsythe calling. 2 away. And a chance now to give you the answer to our AT&T trivia question. Which 2 teams this year had the longest winning streaks, 10 in a row? Yankees, Reds. Yeah, the Padres with 7 in a row would like to match that, wouldn't they? They'd have to beat the Braves all 3 of this series. And there's the score in Arizona. Cincinnati leading 3-2. Top of the 6th. And Colorado rudely welcoming Josh Beckett to the Dodgers. 7-0 in the 8th. They're playing really well. We're going to Colorado this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And even though they trail the Padres by 7.5 games, they have been hot with their young players. Hayward. And the count 2-0. Jason doubled into the right field corner and struck out on a ball in the dirt the last time. 86 pitches now for Casey Kelly in his debut in the big leagues. Ground ball, Alonso.
Nice.
To Kelly.
What a 6 innings for Casey Kelly. That'll be it for him, and the fans recognize that. They salute his major league debut with a standing ovation.
Two to nothing in the bottom of the 6th. His father, Pat, nice enough to join us on your birthday to watch your son. What has this experience been like for you?
I tell you what, it's hard being a dad. I'd much rather be managing or playing. It's tough to watch it, but he's done fantastic. I've been very proud of him.
And we know you manage the Billings Club for the Reds, and then to be here I know that was a hard coincidence to have, but you guys were able to pull it off. What was that like just to get here to be able to watch it?
Oh, it was unbelievable. We played in Ogden, Utah last night, and we had an off day for travel today. So I was able to fly in from Salt Lake City, and I'll fly back to Billings tomorrow. We're in the middle of a pennant race. We got to try to win that Pioneer League championship.
Given everything Casey has been through, especially because he is from a baseball family, coming back after the injury and being able to be here today, what does that mean to you, and what kind of advice did you give him?
Oh, I just told him to have fun. You know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, your first time out there. And, you know, I think it's been a very interesting year for him coming off the injury. And, you know, and I think it worked to his advantage because everything was about health. You know, just getting the arm healthy again, not worrying about production or numbers. And I think sometimes minor league kids get really wrapped up in their numbers. And he just went out and pitched. You know, he only made 6 rehab appearances and built up every time. And, you know, to be here this time of year is unbelievable.
And to see the game that he's having right now against a very good Braves team, what does that mean to you?
Well, I worked for the Braves for 3 or 4 years and managed their Richmond club for 3 of those years. So I know a lot of these players. And, you know, they're a good club, and they've been playing really super all year, trying to hang in there with Washington. So it was a great challenge, and I thought he did fantastic.
And to be on your birthday, what is that present like?
That just means I'm old, that's all. But, no, it's great. Everybody recognizes my birthday now. I've gone a lot of years where nobody knew it was my birthday, so it seems like everybody knows today.
Well, Pat, we appreciate the time. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting us be a part of your day. And we'll sit it back upstairs. Dick Enberg and Mark Ray, but thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
All right, Leila, thank you. And thanks to Dad, Pat. He's gotten his birthday present already, hasn't he?
That's great.
His son has delivered a beauty. 6 innings of shutout ball, 3 hits allowed to the Atlanta Braves in his major league's first start. Drive into right center field, but Bourne covers a lot of territory. Once again, Carlos Quentin denied. Get a long drive to center field, left center, and this one a line drive to right center. Yasmani Grandal, he's the offensive story, a 2-run home run after Quentin had walked in the 2nd inning. That's been the entire story in that run column for both teams. And it was a line drive home run.
No, that was a breaking ball that, believe it or not, I think that's a tough pitch to keep fair, the way he hit that baseball.
That slow curveball, 1-1.
You know, that pitch that comes down and in to the right-handed hitter, you know, they'll hook that ball foul many times, but he kept it fair, getting his hands through quickly.
Another off-speed breaking pitch. 1-2. So you saw the towel wrapped on the elbow, of course, missing 3 months because of that elbow soreness. And what is it? A little ice in there to ice it down, or just to keep it warm?
Well, because a lot of guys don't like to wear the jacket. Oh, now he's got the pullover on, it looks like. But yeah, in between innings, if they don't elect to wear a jacket, they'll just wrap a towel around that elbow just to keep it warm. But now that he's pretty much shutting it down.
Randall punched out as that one nicked the outside corner. He didn't think so, but plate umpire Timmons is the man in charge of that department. 4 strikeouts from Mahalam.
Well, we saw the breaking ball down and in. That's the backdoor breaking ball from Mahalam, and it looks like a pretty good pitch.
Brings up Jesus Guzman, a single and a strikeout. .302 lifetime against lefties. At the knees, a rare fastball from Mahalam. Well, the pitcher you see on the mound for Atlanta tonight is the style pitcher you're going to see on the mound tomorrow night for the Padres, Eric Stoltz, or 2 nights from now, Eric Stoltz. Actually a day game, 3:30 game. Stoltz, the same kind of style, a lot of slow curveballs, spots the fastball, and he's totally baffled the Braves for the win in Atlanta. Line drive, another hit for Guzman. The Padres 7th off Mahalam. Guzman is 2 for 3. Well, folks, don't miss Jerry Coleman Day, presented by Scripps Health on Saturday, September 15th at 5:35.
join the Padres in celebrating the legendary baseball broadcasting and military career of Jerry Coleman. And you'll want to be there early. Obviously, there'll be a wonderful pregame ceremony. Get in your seats at least 30 minutes before the game. And the Padres will be playing the Rockies. And why don't you get your tickets now? Let's sell out this place. For Jerry Coleman, hang a star on Coleman. 619-795-5555, the number to call for tickets. And the buzz is on. I've heard it all around town that, yeah, we're going to be there. Well, get your tickets. Don't miss out. It's going to be a very special day. Might be the day that's most celebrated this entire season when we reflect on 2012. Be interesting to see what the statue will. The statue be? Oh, they got him picked off. Guzman, Yanis. He'll make the tag. Will it be Coleman in that double play pose or Coleman with a microphone? I'm betting microphone.
Yeah.
Welcome back to baseball. Mark Sweeney, Mike Pomeranz with you. Casey Kelly making his major league debut tonight. Dad's here, and he's been quite proud because this young man has had himself a monster ball game.
Well, what a birthday present for his dad. He's been around the game. He's a lifer, but what an outstanding outing tonight by Casey Kelly. Very much composed on the mound. He's impressed. That was the impressive play tonight.
A former infielder there, so probably helped a little bit. Also got himself a base hit to boot. So when we see you on the postgame show tonight, we are going to break down his evening for sure. Also want to tell you about a fabulous program where you get a chance to help some children. It's called the After School All-Stars, and it's a special. You'll learn all about that coming up after the last out, and you'll hear from the manager, Buddy Black. So, guys, we got a great post-game show scheduled for you, and wouldn't it be nice if it follows the Padres' 8th straight win?
Yeah, they're trying to roll a hard 8 tonight against the Atlanta Braves. And here comes Tommy Lane, like Casey Kelly, making his major league debut this year.
And that was one of our keys. 8 is not enough. So trying to hold on to this victory to make it 8. And the left-hander Tommy Lane, very impressive since he's been in a big league uniform. He's retired 17 of the 19 batters he has faced. And of those hitters faced, 9 strikeouts from the crafty left-hander.
And the way it worked out perfectly because there are 3 left-handed hitters. Although Jones turns it around, bats right-handed and chops one to second base. Forsythe there to throw him out. 1 pitch, 1 out to Tommy Lane. Now the left-handed hitters Freeman and McCann. Lane, that remarkable game last week when Andrew Werner, first major league start, has his first big league win, and Lane came in to get a first major league save.
Another great story for 2012.
No, it started with all the injuries to the starting rotation, a mini disaster in April and May. I mean, there wasn't much pleasant about that. I mean, we'd come up every game and say, now what can we do today to get better? And it wouldn't get better. And then all of a sudden, the light switch has gone on. Padres playing fantastic baseball, and as everyone is Chronicle. It's just in all areas, and it's come from such unexpected sources. Who knew Tommy Lane before the start of the year? Who knew Andrew Werner, who starts tomorrow? Weak swing and a miss. That's that big breaking ball from Lane, and Freeman goes down. Yeah, time for the Sequan Casino Daycation highlight of the game. And let's go back to Casey Kelly. His first major league strikeout. Paul Janisch. Look at the curveball. Boing. He knew it.
Yeah. He froze him nicely. Gets on top. Great rotation. There's that power curveball we were talking about.
2 quick outs in the Braves 7th. Here's Brian McCann lined out and grounded out. That double play was 1-6-3 turned by Kelly on the mound. Line to left. Quinton is there. Boy, that was a quick inning for Tommy Lane. 1-2-3. The Braves go.
By a score of 2-0 in college football. It comes to Fox each week. Aaron Andrews, Eddie George, and Joey Harrington will get you ready for kickoff. Then Heisman Trophy frontrunner Matt Barkley and third-ranked USC. The Trojans take their first step on the road to a national championship as they take on Hawaii. The premiere of college football Saturday starts September 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, only on Fox.
It's a great time of the year, isn't it? Baseball
yes, it is.
Winding down toward the playoffs, college football, NFL football, U.S. Open tennis. It's a great time to be a sports fan. Pacific Classic yesterday out at Del Mar. Exciting $1 million race.
You were there, right?
Yeah, they gave away these nice little breakers, with Del Mar. Most expensive thing I've ever bought.
Okay. I see where you're going.
And there's Maben crushing one into right field for a base hit. Cameron Maben going the other way. He's learning his lessons. Padres now with 8 base hits. Paul Maholm. 7 singles and 1 big home run by Grandal.
Third time around for these Padres now against Maholm, and Maben does a fine job. The pitch is up, it is away. He takes it that way. Hopefully they can add on to the 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th.
Right-hander Chad Durbin begins to throw in the Braves pen. Cabrera is lined twice, once to right, once to left. And he squares, and of course that's a typical play. You go to first base, see if the hitter will commit, and he showed bunt. Longest active win streak when leading after 6 innings. Atlanta 32 in a row, and the Padres 30 straight. And they're perfect after 8 innings. Foul tip. Leading after 8 innings this year, the Padres are 53-0. Now, what does that tell you?
Means that they're pretty good. It's the bullpen. Nice closers. Good combo of closers this year.
Even with Houston Street on the shelf, as he is now. Dale Thayer picking up the slack. Tommy Lane comes in, joins the club, does a great job. Luke Gregerson, he's been the anchor. Well, Claudine Street, but Luke has been there the whole time, and he's had the most opportunities to help.
Recorded his first save the other day in Arizona, a 4-out save, I should say.
61 games he's been in. Yeah.
Cool hand, Luke.
Yeah. Cabrera, 1 strike, trying to move Maben along. Squares again and takes 1-1. The attendance 20,590 on this Monday night. Hope to see you here tomorrow. It's just a brief 3-game series with Atlanta and then back on the road. 3 in Colorado and 3 at the new look, shall we call them, LA Dodgers. Have they bought any other players today? I didn't see anything.
Didn't see anything on the wire.
I thought maybe Jerry Jeter, they might have bought him. They must have.
Pujols is crossing town. He's going over to the Dodgers.
Yeah. Yes.
They
must own a major bank. Huh?
It's unbelievable.
It's not a level playing field, is it? There's the bunt, but foul. Reliable bunter like Cabrera can't get it down here.
How about Mr. Scully? Vince Scully coming back for a year 64, huh? He's 64 years behind the mic.
Started as a 20-year-old under Red Barber.
Man.
He's my idol, along with Jerry Coleman. Hey, you look ahead and you see those two still clicking, contributing. Two great guys. Scully, the poet laureate of our business. 2-2 now to Cabrera. So unable to sacrifice. Trying to keep this inning alive. And he's got Will Venable apparently going to pinch hit for Tommy Lane. So that changes the situation. Might play a little run and hit here with Maben at first base. A good base stealer. Chop to third. 1 play for Jones across the diamond. Well, that's as good as a sacrifice. So during this 7-game win streak, the Padres hitting .329, averaging nearly 6 runs a game, while the pitchers have held the opposition under 2. And a batting average of only .208, and Casey Kelly contributing to that number tonight. 6 shutout innings, only 3 hits. For the rookie Kelly at 22, making his major league debut. He's all that the Padres hope he will be. Let's hope this is a portent of a great major league career. This is not a pitching change, more a strategy with a runner at second and 1 out, and Venable the pinch hitter. Perhaps going over scouting report, how they want to pitch to Venable.
Well, they know, DeNorfie is on deck. If it gets to him, probably bring in a right-hander because of the numbers that DeNorfie has against lefties. I mean, just dominating left-handed pitchers. 324 before this game against Southpaws.
Well, Venable has been tough with runners in scoring position. Padres' best hitter, in fact. And he's on a current 6-game hitting streak. He's batting in the high 300s with men in scoring position. There are his overall marks. Patiently works the count to 2-0. Won't go after that big breaking ball.
Yeah, he's got to think left field here. Looks like Mahalam's going to keep the ball away from Will. That's the way they're shading him in the outfield.
Dared him on a fastball, challenged him at 86 right down the middle. Will saying, why not throw me just one more like that? Mixed support in that section. Slicing down the line, and that's going to go back in the crowd. So tomorrow, 6 o'clock for Padres Live here on Fox Sports San Diego. Andrew Werner gets his second start. Try to repeat his victory of a week ago. Chris Medlin, he was impressive in Atlanta. Young right-hander, 5-1. And then Wednesday afternoon, 2:30 for our pregame show, Eric Stoltz will go against Tommy Hansen, who is 12-6, back from a rehab. Strike 3, took it at the knees. 5 strikeouts now for Mahalam. So we hope you'll be with us. Make your ticket plans if you can't, and join us for the battle Werner against Medlin. Nice major league start for Medlin. 5-1, and see, it's going to be one of their regulars. You can see it. Mahalam has done his work, 6 2/3 innings, and coming in from the bullpen is right-hander Chad Durbin to pitch to Chris Denorfia. 2-0 Padres. The 7th inning. Runner at second base. Padres try to add to their 2-0 lead. Chad Durbin to pitch to Chris Denorfia. Here's Durbin's numbers this year.
34-year-old veteran right-hander Chad Durbin, a 4-pitch pitcher, fastball cutter. Cutter's a big pitch for the righty, a curve and a change. Pretty much fastball cutter though.
Family moved from Illinois to Louisiana when he was a youngster. Denorfia can't check his swing. 1 for 3 against Mahalam, who leaves the game having allowed 8 hits, 2 runs. Walked only 1 man, and it cost him. Grandal followed with the 2-run homer back in the 2nd inning. All the way to the screen, and that'll move Babin over to third on the wild pitch. And that puts a little more pressure on Durbin to keep the ball out of the dirt now, with Babin in position to score on another one.
Absolutely. Durbin's been throwing the ball well last 39+ innings. Just take a look at this slider getting away, or cutter rather. Last 39+ innings, a 1.37 ERA for the right-hander.
We're going to call that a pass ball. That's a tough call. Ground ball. Oh, smothered by Freeman. He took a run away from the Padres with that diving stop. Denorfia trying to squeeze that one into the right field corner. So we go to the 8th inning, still 2-0.
Junior star of the game, Casey Kelly, 22 years young, against the Atlanta Braves. Goes 6 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts. Turn that double play showing his athletic talent. And then he adds to the complete package, pitching, fielding with a base hit in his second major league at bat. All to the delight of his father and brother. They all started there on some little league field.
Yeah, sure did. Great day in the big leagues for Casey Kelly.
So Dale Thayer, a happy man. He was on a paternity leave. His wife Lisa giving birth to their 3rd daughter on Friday. Now back with the club. Congratulations to the Thayers. 3 beautiful daughters. And his first pitch in there for a strike to Dan Ugla with Paul Yanish, and then the pitcher's spot to follow. Lane goes a perfect inning with a strikeout. And now it's up to Thayer and the rest of the bullpen. High pop up. That might have a play on it as Guzman reaches and can't quite fight off our camera and that barrier. Ugla stays alive.
You know, very catchable ball. I'm not saying that Guzman should have had it, but that barrier goes in towards the dugout after that camera well. See where he hits the corner? If he goes a little bit farther to his right, he's got a little bit more space to try to get to that ball.
And he said you didn't even take a close-up. Up high, 1-2 to Ugla with Yanish on deck. Padres with a 2-0 lead. Go all the way back to the second inning. A walk to Quinton. Home run Grandal. That's been it. Big swing and a foul. That might have gotten a little piece of catcher Grandal. By the way, Nick Hundley in the news off the field has been placed on the 60-day DL, and we hear that he's going to undergo knee surgery, something that's been bothering him all year, and perhaps that's reflected in his difficulty with the plate. We wish Nick well. Hopefully that recovery will mean that back in February next year he'll be down in Peoria ready to fire. Smothered at the plate. It remains 2-2.
How about Dan Ugla with the Popeye forearms? Should have an anchor on those forearms.
Yeah, they do deserve a tattoo, don't they? Even one of those paste ons. You know? That one is hit a ton. Center field. Maben has room at the wall. Oh my. Well, Quinton took it deep for an out, and now Ugla is Petco'd. One away.
Yeah, I think it's time to inform, because right off the bat I thought it was gone. I thought it had a chance.
Usually carries straightaway center a little better,
but this isn't Turner Field.
Measured just right. Thayer to Maben.
He hit that ball pretty well.
Through Ugla. Yanish, glad that Kelly's gone. He struck out both times facing the Padre rookie. Sharply hit. Headley on the line. Throws him out. Oh my, another beauty by the Padre defense.
What the Greg Nettles is going on down there at third base. Tell you what, the Braves are hoping for a bloop and a blast, but the Padres are doing their best at keeping those Bravos off the base paths late in this one. That's a nice play. A dive away from the chalk line for Chase Headley.
That was right on the line. Eric Hinsky, the pinch hitter. Those are his numbers total on the year, but primarily off the bench as a pinch hitter most of his at bats. 46 of them, in fact, as a pinch hitter. 7 pinch hits, 3 RBIs, and takes an off-speed pitch.
Pretty straight away in the outfield,
yeah.
But on the infield, look at that, on the right side. Three infielders.
Swing and a miss. So Padre pitching with Kelly retiring the last 8 men that he faced. Now has retired 13 straight Braves with a lot of help from the defense and the dimensions of Petco Park. 1-1. Top of the order, Michael Bourne on deck, and in this tentative lead 2-0, and with the power of these Braves, you just can't afford anyone to get on. 1-2. 94 on that fastball from Thayer. One hopper, 2-2. Brad Brock pitched yesterday in Arizona, gave up the 2-run home run to Aaron Hill. Full count. Didn't quite have the good location on that breaking ball.
Yeah, the slider kind of left it up a little bit, flattened out. Thank goodness it was out of the zone. I'm guessing he's going to challenge him right here with a fastball. Hinski's got to be looking number 1.
Ball 4. That brings the tying run to the plate as Michael Bourne, the leadoff man. But Black saying, was that outside? Because from his angle, he knows whether it was high or low. That's a way of protesting without really arguing.
It was clearly outside too. We have the luxury of having, but you're right, Dick. You make a good point, because from Buddy's vantage point, he can see up and down. He just can't see off the plate.
Henske will leave for a pinch runner. Well, this looks like Tyler Pasternicki replacing the pinch hitter who did his job and brings Michael Bourne in the top of the order. That breaks a string of 13 straight outs. Bourne a single, a ground out, and a fly out the last time. The leadoff man Bourne has an unusual number of strikeouts. 125 times he's been punched out. 1-1.
Well, Dale Thayer should just be able to knock the bat out of Michael Bourne's hands here. The outfield playing him to go the other way. Give him left field, especially left center field. So deep out there.
Bourne does have 9 home runs. And he works the count to 2-1. If you want a pill for nervousness, walks. A pill for nervousness.
Yeah.
Give that to any one in that dugout.
Yeah.
Walks make you nervous. Can't defend it. That's in there. 2-2. Top of the strike zone. Stays alive.
Michael Bourne cannot do much with that 92-mile-an-hour sinker right on the outside corner, knee high. Not going to do a lot with that.
Two outs. Man at first. Fly ball deep to left. Quentin has to get back, and he does in time at the edge of the warning pad. Braves are gone in the 8th, but it took some good defensive work. Maben all the way to the wall to take care of Uggla's drive, and Giannis robbed by Headley at third. It remains 2-0.
to you by Petco, where the healthy pets go. And by Nissan. Get to Nissan Summer Saving Days. Event ends September 4th. Visit ChooseNissan.com. With the Padres leading 2-0 in the bottom of the 8th inning, the ageless Miguel Batista on the mound, a 41-year-old Dominican who is one of only 4 active pitchers to register at least 11 complete games. And his first pitch to Logan Forsythe is drilled deep to left field. The leaping catch by Bourne. Oh, my. Highway robbery in full nighttime. Bourne has made 3 terrific moves on fly balls. He doesn't waste a step. He gets a great break. And again, Forsythe hit that one about as well as you can. Going away, hits the wall. But he had the ball in his glove just in time.
Like you said, Dick, every aspect of that play perfectly executed. The jump, the flash look, the leap, timing it perfectly.
Fearless.
Oh.
So 1 out. Keeps it in the yard and keeps the Braves close. As Forsythe bidding for his 3rd hit tonight. He had a couple of singles. Here's Headley, 0 for 3. Grounded out twice and struck out. Mahalam got him with the bases loaded back in the 5th inning when the Padres had a chance to add to the 2-0 lead. Singles by Kelly, DeNorthia, and Forsythe with 2 outs loaded them up. But Mahalam found the right stuff to get rid of Headley. Three 3-0 with Carlos Quentin on deck. Batista, one of 17 pitchers all time with 500 game appearances plus. He walks Headley on 4 pitches. So Forsythe with a bid for extra bases denied by Bourne in center, but the walk to Headley sets up Carlos Quentin here in the 8th. Well, you can commemorate 10 years of live baseball with MLB.TV Premium. Listen to this. $10.
Come on.
Only $10.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Watch
Really?
every out-of-market game live on your favorite devices. Offer ends, though, August 27th. That's tomorrow. Visit MLB.TV or text MLB.TV to 31826, and you can start watching Major League Baseball everywhere for $10. Blackout restrictions and message and data rates may apply.
$10.
That's all. Well, had a nice weekend. You were over toiling in Arizona, very nicely, I might add. Able to use my MLB. Went to the wonderful finale of the La Jolla Music Summerfest, and at the intermission, sneak over in the lobby, turned on my little MLB.TV. I had it right up there. Let's see, 6th inning, we're still ahead.
Okay, that's great.
Carlos Quentin, chance to build on that 2-0 lead. A little insurance wouldn't hurt. 1-0. Right down the middle.
And a hanging slider from Batista.
Oof. That's what you call being wild in the strike zone.
Yeah, how come nobody ever took those pitches when I was out there, for crying out loud?
You can stop being paranoid. It wasn't a conspiracy. 2-1.
Well, Batista's still flipping it up there. He signed back in 1938. No, just kidding. Fastball, slider, changing a curve. Still low to mid-90s.
Yeah, I think he pitched to Jerry Coleman a couple of games. Jerry could tell you all about it. Jerry, little visit today from one of our favorite people, lives here in San Diego. Irv Noren, left-handed hitting outfielder. They played against each other. 1990 was his first pro season.
Wow. Was that with the Expos, Dick?
Their farm club, I think.
Yeah. Rookie ball with the Expos back in 1990 for Miguel Batista.
Made his major league debut with the Pirates in '92. Florida, the Cubs, Montreal, Kansas City, Seattle, Arizona, Toronto. You name the team, he's played for them. Off the 5th, second baseman Ugla. 2 away, and that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. Grandal, the hitting hero, a 2-run homer back in the second inning.
Isn't it amazing how one swing of the bat can be the one swing that possibly determines the outcome of a ball game?
It's you know, the fragile nature of so many wins. You know, think about the Padres over in Arizona, 1-run win yesterday, and they had a couple of, you know, for them, laughers, 5-0 and 9-3 the first 2 games of the series. You got to win the close ones. And while the Padres failed at just that in April and May, they have improved dramatically since. They're now 17 and 17 in 1-run games and 13, 18 in 2-run games. Got to win the close ones. And the Padres in this 7-game hitting streak have managed well because they have scored first, and they have done that all 7 preceding games, and they scored first obviously tonight. Grandal, home run right-handed, batting left-handed for the first time tonight. Looking ahead, it won't be easy in the 9th inning. Freddie Gonzalez has his big guys lined up: Prado, Hayward, Jones, Freeman. Headley goes. The throw, not in time. Good throw, but Headley just got his spikes in the bag before the tag by Yanish. Headley's 13th steal of the season.
Timed it perfectly. Not a bad pitch to handle also for Brian McCann. Very close at second base. Let's see. Foot in.
Yep, he tagged the back leg while the front leg was already on the bag.
Yep.
Good call by Eric Cooper, right on the bag.
Nice pop-up slide also by Chase Headley.
So a chance to, boy, is that a big run out there in a 2-0 game?
Huge.
2-1 the count to Grandal.
Ooh, thank you.
3-1.
He got squeezed on that one.
Jesus Guzman would be next. Ground ball into right field. Here comes Headley around third. Hayward's got a strong arm, but it won't be in time. 3-0, and now they've got Grandal hung up. He's done his job, however. The tag and the inning's over, but Yasmani Grandal with all 3 runs driven in tonight. A 2-run homer, solid single to right for the switch hitting catcher. What a big insurance run. 3-0. Casey Kelly now with the warm-ups on. It's his game to win. Luke Gregerson has a 3-run lead
to lean on here in the top of the 9th inning. Gregerson with his first save of the season yesterday in Arizona in the 5-4 win. Worked the last 4 outs to get that save. Gave up a hit. Struck out a couple.
Yeah, leadoff double to Chris Young in that 8th inning, and then punched out Chris Johnson in the perfect 9th for Luke Gregerson, recording his first save. And that's one of the luxuries we've talked about all season long, Dick, is that Houston Street is on the shelf. Dale Thayer filled in, right? There are arms down there that can close the ball game. Buddy Black feels very comfortable going with Luke Gregerson again tonight.
Houston Street saying he's feeling much better. He's working without any pain, so he should be joining the club soon.
As we saw, Alexi Amarista goes into play left field here in the 9th inning.
Put him in Quentin's spot, 4th. Hopefully he won't have to hit. That would mean the Padres from the dugout with their 8th win. Now the work to be done. Prado, then Hayward and Jones. Martin. Good play made by Cabrera to throw him out on a ground ball in the 1st. He lined into a double play, lined to Forsythe in the 3rd, and popped up his last time. Swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Yep. He had it working yesterday in Arizona, and Luke Gregerson has had trouble in the past in Arizona with that slider. He had it working yesterday, though, very nicely, and right out of the gate here in the 9th. It's looking pretty good.
Another one, but it's lined back up the middle for a base hit. So he hung that one out, and Prado singles to center. Looked like Gregerson might have got a piece of that as it came by. That's the first hit for the Braves since back in the 3rd inning. It just wasn't hit that hard. Gregerson didn't get the glove on it, but was off the head of the bat. 4th hit of the night for the Braves. A double by Hayward in the 1st, a single by Ugla in the 2nd, a single Bourne leading off the 3rd. Nothing since until this 9th inning. Base hit by Prado. Here's Hayward. Doubled his first time, 1 for 3. The irony from the Atlanta Braves point of view, their pitching tonight allowed only 2 walks. They both scored. One when Grandal homered after Quentin walked, and the walk by Headley to Headley in the 8th inning. That became a run with a stolen base and a single, and there's a Forsythe back to first, not in time. Well, that's good base running by Prado. One more step and that would have been a double play.
You betcha. Base runners are always told to freeze on the line drive. Let it go through.
So hard to do.
It is. He took one step, one hop towards second base, realized where the ball was, and then scampered back safely.
If he had swung that second step forward,
that's right,
he was a goner.
And you know what? A good choice by Logan Forsythe, holding on to that baseball. He elected not to throw it. Could have been thrown away, right? Not that that run means anything, but now you got the double play in order still.
Chipper Jones. Soft liner to 3rd, a walk and a ground out tonight. One for one against Gregerson lifetime. You would think they would have had more confrontations than that. Watch out. That went into the dugout of the Braves. Had Atlanta guys diving for cover. Ugla says, I'll take it. They can't hurt this body. Jones saying, not in that dugout. 2 strikes on Chipper. 2 good locations, those first 2 pitches from Gregerson. Ground ball to second. This could be it. There's 1. There is 2. The ball game is over on the double play. And the Padres shut out Atlanta 3-0. 8 in a row for San Diego. Boy, made to order room service double play ball to Forsythe. Cabrera firing on to Guzman for the game ending double play, and Casey Kelly part of the shutout, his first major league win. How about that, Michael?
Great ball game by Casey, Dick, and we're going to talk about that.